the mental messiah, Mountain County, Georgia, Insane Lane.
Welcome back to Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling, and TJ, a big treat coming up. When we talk about Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling, this match more than any other tonight may be the epitome of such a contest.
Absolutely, this is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Insane Lane versus the Beast, Bryant Woods, and just a simple old school death match. Everything is allowed, everything is encouraged, everything is provided.
Insane Lane enjoying a little fun with the crutch there. They're playing a little air guitar.
Insane Lane always lives up to his name. This man is not right in the head. He's been through numerous death matches. He's spilled oceans of blood in the ring. A true deathmatch legend in some people's eyes.
TJ, the man is wearing a Hannibal Lecter mask. I think that pretty much says everything you need to.
Yeah, if that doesn't clinch it, then I don't know what will.
This man is delusional, deranged. If you're going to compare him to anybody, it's basically, a Mick Foley type of wrestler. He has no regard for his own body and certainly no regard for his opponents.
This is the last man standing, no DQ match. Between any fucking thing goes.
Both men getting ready here for this big time hardcore matchup. Bryant Woods, Insane Lane. And there goes the bell.
Also, added stipulation to this match.
Wait a minute.
This is a last man standing match. The referee will have to you have to incapacitate your opponent until the referee makes it to the count of 10.
And I don't know,
Lane is apparently
just lying down and beating the 10 count. This is
that's a freebie, he says.
A freebie for the night. Says Insane Lane. And Bryant Woods was more than happy to let him lie on the mat. He's like, well, if you want to take the 10 count, I'll save myself some bloodshed tonight. The suicidal beast, Bryant Woods.
I've seen a lot of Bryant Woods matches. I know he's young, but he's hungry. He's extremely hungry, and he's willing to do anything it takes to get to the top of his sport.
Nice headlock there from Insane Lane out of a tie-up.
Got a surprisingly technical start to this match. This guy's showing some
we're only
takedown there.
We're only a couple moves in, I assure you. We'll see some bloodshed later. But, yeah, nice headlock takeover from Insane Lane. Showing he does have some technical prowess. He can do. He can perform some technical maneuvers. And at one time, this man tried to reform himself, become more of a gentleman, a gentlemanly type figure. But at some point, the fans wanted Insane Lane. They love Insane Lane, and Lane just lost his mind again and went back to being a very deranged human being. He tried to fit into society, but that was a no-go. And if you look at this man, you'll see why.
Yeah.
Not a fit for society, a normal human life. Insane Lane certainly lives up to that name, that moniker he has.
Both men having a bit of a test of might in the middle of the ring here.
And Lane shoving Woods, maybe daring him to go off the ropes and see how he can fare the shoulder block, and no better than Lane did.
Yeah, once again off the ropes, and again Lane not moving.
So basically, the old immovable force versus irresistible object
going
here.
in his pocket here.
Irresistible force to immovable object.
Both men have revealed weapons. Insane Lane brandishing a fork on a rope.
Sure, if the shoulder's not going to work, let's break out the weaponry.
And now we have a knife fight in the ring.
We just need to have these two tied at the wrists now at this point.
Whoa!
I believe this is what was called a Mexican standoff.
This is degenerated into just a knife fight, a street fight. Bryant Woods with the power slam now. And now he's got the tack bat.
Oh, the thumbtack bat.
And his blow.
Oh, God, right to the head. Those tacks digging right into the bald head of of Insane Lane. And oh my God, look at the tacks.
Adding
They're
a bit
driven
of
in there.
luster to the skull of Insane Lane. Lane screaming in
They
agony.
look like nails that have been hammered into his skull.
Bryant Woods now telling the ref to make the count.
Well, sure, the man's down. He's vulnerable. He's wounded. Why not go ahead and try to get the 10 count? Spare yourself any agony.
Woods now with the fork.
Good grief. And using that rope as a whip.
Lane now in extreme agony.
That blood flowing from the forehead, from those tacks. And now choking Insane Lane with that rope. Oh, that's gonna cause the blood to flow even more. That's gonna help rush the blood to his head and get that blood to come out. But Lane's got the fork. Oh God. Oh, good Lord! The fork to the forehead.
Driving it into the forehead of Bryant Woods, and again. Now the blood is flowing.
And, oh God, that fork shot right to the head. I'm reminded a little bit of an old NWA match, Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA in a cage years ago, back in the 80s. God!
Oh.
God, the fork right to the forehead of Bryant Woods, and Woods now showing signs of the blood flowing down his head. And Lane raking that fork across the head of Bryant Woods.
I see them old boy you met a me.
Oh, God. Pulling the gauges in Bryant Woods' ears.
Oh, that is agonizing. Lane will stop at nothing to win a match. There's nothing, no low this man won't sink to get a win.
Yeah, these are just two men that are willing to do anything to each other to win.
Now the crutch right to the gut. And across the back. And a stiff shot with that crutch.
He's lucky he didn't have his earlobes ripped off.
He's got that
Lane
thumbtack
with the
bat.
tack bat.
Well, return to sender to the arm. And
Just dotting the arm of Bryant Woods with those thumbtacks. Methodical
Out of
in
the
his
back.
blows.
shot to the back on Woods. And now Woods is down. And Lane tells the ref, count him.
Woods now bleeding profusely from the forehead after repeated blows from the fork from Insane Lane.
That blood and that hair mixed up in the forehead of Bryant Woods.
Just an ugly mesh of crimson, and
It's a nasty sight.
Woods now trying to get to his feet at the 8 count.
Big shot from Lane with the right hand and has that rope across the throat.
Strangling Bryant Woods against the top rope. Going to the other side now for better leverage.
He's going to wrap this around. No. I thought maybe a fork shot, but again, that rope around the neck and now clubbing the chest. And thank God he's not using that fork.
Repeated clubbing blows from Insane Lane. Bryant Woods is down and out on the mat, losing a lot of blood.
Oh God, the fork. Now he's going back. He's driving it into the head of Bryant Woods. Just raking it across the forehead.
The forehead.
And
of Bryant
look at the
Woods.
sadistic look of pleasure. And look, he looks like he's getting dinner out of the mouth of Bryant Woods. Oh God! Right in the cheek.
The forehead of Bryant Woods looking like hamburger meat.
Insane Lane. Looking like he's at a buffet. Just dining right in on Bryant Woods. And shot with a crutch right to the gut.
Catering to the bloodthirsty Birmingham crowd.
No kidding. Shot with the crutch right across the back. And Lane's down finally. And Woods a repeated shot.
Lane now at the mercy of Bryant Woods. He is out of it in the corner, and Woods is looking to get a lot of payback for the violence just inflicted upon him.
Woods now has that fork. Oh God, the fork! More shots with that fork to the forehead. And just driving the sharp edges of that fork right into the head, the skull of Insane Lane. And you gotta wonder what Insane Lane's feeling right now. I take that back. I don't want to know. I never want to know what that feels like.
Insane Lane now can't even see straight through all the pain. He's probably got a lot of blood in his eyes, or sweat, or both. Bryant Woods now on the outside of the ring, just trying to decide what weapon he's going to use on his opponent next.
Oh!
Stiff shot to the head of Lane.
Not sure if he used the fork again or if he had something else in his hand or just a nice stiff punch right to the head. But he's got something. He's driving something into the head of Lane. What is that?
Looks like he's got that cleaver he pulled out at the beginning of the match.
A cleaver? Good gosh, this thing is getting out of hand. Just raking across Lane's face, just trying to get the mass of blood to pour out.
Bryant Woods now still seeking another weapon of destruction to use against Insane Lane. Oh, God.
What does he have?
That's what I think it is. Bryant Woods has a fluorescent light tube.
Well, calling card of ultraviolet death matches worldwide, you see these light tubes all the time. No stranger are these two to this particular weapon. And,
anyone that knows
no. Oh, God! A headbutt to the light tube as it's placed across Lane's head. A third shot.
Lane now doesn't know where he is.
Lane's almost out of it here, and
Woods
repeated shots.
Oh.
He's going down the entire light tube.
Every bit of that light tube used on the head of Insane Lane.
That poor cameraman better get out of the way if he knows what's good for him.
Eat the glass. The Birmingham crowd here. Bryant Woods, happy to oblige.
God, eating the glass. Yeah, that tastes great.
It shows you right here what this man will go through just to entertain a crowd.
You know,
Bryant Woods is a freak.
I'm pretty sure there's some decent food choices here at Matthews Bar and Grill, and Bryant Woods wants to eat glass. He wants to eat from a fluorescent light tube. And Lane dodging the clothesline, arm right into the post from Woods. Now a headbutt from Lane as he regains momentum.
And again, Bryant Woods is out of it on Dream Street.
Right.
Cameraman running for his life.
Right in front of those VIP fans. They're getting their money's worth, I'll tell you that.
Insane Lane now. Oh. Repeated kicks to the body of Bryant Woods, and now he's eating the glass.
Well, sure. I mean, you know, if one's going to do it, why not? Look, this is a man who was digging the fork into Bryant Woods' mouth earlier. I'm sure he's more than happy to oblige eating glass. He's got Woods by the head, just grinding those fingers into the open wounds. Oh, I don't know if he took a chunk out of him there or something, but he throws Woods into the ring.
Setting Woods up now.
Hell, why not be surprised if Lane took a little bite out of the ear?
Oh,
And a nice kick.
to the face of Bryant Woods, and he is down.
Woods down and out the count, being applied by the referee. And now the stick is in play. And the fans of Matthews Bar and Grill loving this.
Insane Lane now gearing up to use this stick on his opponent. Bryant Woods has no idea what's coming.
Right to the head. Right to the back.
Insane Lane going to work on Bryant Woods now with the stick.
Look at it.
Bulldogs on the ring floor.
Bulldog across the ring. Woods is down. Referee again starting the count. Already at 3.
Woods is not moving. He is out of it.
Oh my God! No way!
Insane Lane trying to put the stick where the sun does not shine.
I think he succeeded in his endeavors.
I think Bryant Woods feels violated.
Just a little bit, and a little bit of a drop kick there to the chest, getting that stick out of the hands of Insane Lane.
Bryant Woods now trying to regain some momentum here. He's got that tack bat in hand. I don't know what he has in mind here. I think he's just trying to regain his composure after getting that stick pulled out of his butt.
He's trying to get momentum here, and Yeah, not a good night for Bryant Woods here. I think he's been chewed on. He's had a fork in his mouth now. He's had a stick where he doesn't need to have it. This is absolutely barbaric. As now the tack bat back in play and a kick to the gut from Insane Lane. Still with that tack bat, shot to the head. And Woods goes down.
More blood from the forehead of Bryant Woods.
Woods is down. He's in the ropes. Lane picking him back up with that bat.
Jumping.
Looking. Oh! A little bit of a shining wizard with that bat in play. Used to emphasize the shot from the knee.
Bryant Woods is down and out now for the count. Ref up to a 4 count. Lane just enjoying his handiwork.
Lane gleeing at what he has done to this man so far, and probably not giving too much of a care about the blood seeping from his head.
Woods is back to his feet.
That's amazing.
Shot to the sternum with the stick.
I'm shocked Woods is even up right now. Shots with that stick to the back of Lane. Repeated shots. Just brutal shots to the back. Now
Woods looking to return the favor from earlier.
Oh, God! Oh, no!
My hemorrhoids!
And Lane.
My hemorrhoids!
Well, Lane getting a little taste of his own medicine now with another shot to the back. Woods knocks Lane to the ground, and the count is on again.
Lane were probably regretting the decision to violate Bryant Woods with the stick earlier, getting a bit of his own medicine. Now down for the 10 count.
Yeah, a little bit there. But Lane has absolutely no regard for himself. He doesn't care. I think he'll feel better if he can get the victory in this matchup. That's what both these men are looking for. Moving forward, we have a big rumble tonight, big battle royal for the BHW Heavyweight Championship, and obviously Bryant Woods, Insane Lane, going to be looking for gold here tonight. And moving forward here in BHW, both men obviously want to be the inaugural BHW champion.
Absolutely. This is Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling's debut show. Both men are looking to build a lot of momentum and a lot of steam here. Defeating Insane Lane would be a huge win for Bryant Woods. It would really be a huge stepping stone in getting his career started right in Birmingham.
Well, you talk about a guy in Insane Lane with a bad reputation as one of the baddest dudes in hardcore wrestling. And yeah, Bryant Woods, a victory for him would solidify himself moving forward here in Birmingham hardcore wrestling.
Bryant Woods now attacking the leg of Insane Lane. A good strategy in a last man standing match.
Got that crutch. He's propping against the knee and drives it down. A nice little maneuver there with the knee. Kind of a variation of a lot of knee maneuvers we'd see from wrestlers like Bret Hart and Kurt Hennig back in the day. Just a little bit of a hardcore weapon variation thrown in there.
A vicious hyperextension of the knee. If he can keep the big guy, if he can attack the legs and attack the knees and keep him from standing, he has a much better chance of winning this match.
Shot right. I'm surprised that Lane was even able to get that shot into the hip of Bryant Woods. Is he actually looking for a submission finisher right now?
He's got his legs locked up.
Look, he's got that leg. Yeah, that's a cloverleaf. He's going for a cloverleaf here on Bryant Woods. Now, this doesn't mean anything. If you remember, this is there's no submissions, no I quit. It's all last man standing, but he has got that arched in, almost like a lion tamer variation of the cloverleaf.
Absolutely. Really cranking the back of Bryant Woods.
He's got that torque in there. And Woods is down. And look, that may be a smart strategy right there. May have sapped all the energy out of Bryant Woods from the pain, the absolute sheer agony of the torque of that Texas cloverleaf.
Yeah, definitely feeling the effects of the cloverleaf. Bryant Woods isn't moving. Probably searing pain all up and down his back. It's going to be hard to get to his feet after that.
And Lane,
to a 7 count.
well, Lane, anticipating that Woods will get to his feet, has gone out and grabbed one of those rusty steel chairs you alluded to earlier. Not good for the health, I'll tell you that.
Lane can't get the chair to open.
He says forget that one. Oh, another chair thrown into play by one of our fans here. That one, a little less rusty and a little more usable.
What's Lane doing here? Is he having a seat? Is he?
I know what he's doing. I've seen plenty of these in the past in hardcore matches. A little bit of a duel with both men going to sit down in the chairs. They're going to duel fists. These two men are going to duel fists right here. And
Lane with the first shot.
See which man can knock the other out. Oh, just a stiff shot to the right hands. It's just basically who's the tougher SOB here in Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling. That is the challenge. And both men have been knocked out. They're both out.
Referee now doing the double count.
They're both down. They both hit at the same time and they're out. And the referee is up now to a 4 count.
5, up to a 6 count now.
A 6 count.
Bryant Woods motioning up to his feet. Both men almost there. Lane collapses.
And Lane can't get back to his feet. It's over. Bryant Woods has won the last man standing match. And that, my friends, is a huge, huge victory for Bryant Woods and his reputation moving forward. Credibility going through the roof with a victory over Insane Lane, especially after that dueling barrage of fists in seated position.
Absolutely. Definitely this is definitely going to be a statement. A statement made by Bryant Woods tonight. It's a huge victory against Insane Lane.
Momentum moving forward into that Battle Royal match. We will see, can Bryant Woods become the first BHW champion? We'll have more as we continue here on Birmingham Hardcore Wrestling.